Hello, my name is John Calabrese, and my background is martial arts and personal development. I've trained in martial arts for coming up on 40 years now, as well as teaching and extensive personal development training as well. And what I want to talk to you about today is the things that are holding you back and what you can do differently. Now, a lot of very often you'll find yourself having that internal dialogue and you're thinking about something that you're trying to accomplish, but it's very negative, and you're thinking about all the ways that it won't work and what obstacles are in front of you, and you start imagining the worst possible outcomes there are. And a lot of times it's not even realistic that it could go that bad. Now, as long as you're telling that story to yourself constantly and running it through your head, which is really programming you for failure, why don't you do something different and actually picture the best possible scenario and run that through your head? And as long as you were being unrealistic in the negative side, why don't you just be unrealistic on the positive side and think about it happening in such an incredible way, everything working perfect, leading to even bigger and better things, and just really let that roll around in your head and really program that into your subconscious mind. You'd be surprised how what seemed unrealistic all of a sudden becomes realistic, and your success starts to take hold and you start moving forward. Now, the other thing that self-talk leads to is you telling this story, and more often than not is a story of woe. It's how everything's not working, how you're running into this problem and you don't know how to do this, and again, you get really unrealistic with it, right? You really kind of ramp it up into a really negative state. Whereas, why don't you just say what you want to happen, what you envision happening in a positive way, even if it's slightly uh, over the top. That would even be better, as long as it doesn't rattle your belief of it. And that's really the key thing, is that when you're programming yourself with this self-talk and you're programming your subconscious with your story that you keep telling everyone, you actually start to form a belief one way or another. It could be that you believe this is totally not going to work, so it doesn't even really matter what you do, because now it's not going to work, because you have that villain called doubt inside your head messing with you. Now, if you get into a state of belief that you're going to get that positive outcome that you're looking for, your chances of that actually happening are substantially higher. And it might not happen overnight, but eventually it will occur, as long as you maintain that belief. But it has to be a deep-seated belief. It has to be literally programmed into your subconscious mind. And there are processes for that. There are techniques that you can do. There's habits that you can form that will start to help you to really program your mind in a much more positive way of actually achieving things. And talking about your subconscious mind, realize that your subconscious mind actually initiates 70% of your actions, which means it dictates 70% of your success or your failure, depending upon which way you talk to yourself, and also the way that you present yourself to others through telling your story, or even just the words that you use. And now, I'm a personal development life coach, and I'd like to offer a free 1 hour session where we can talk about what it is that's holding you back, what you can be doing differently to try to reverse that and get you on to a strong path towards your success. You can just go to the website, growthIsADecision.com. There's a calendar on there. You can just book yourself a 1 hour appointment, and I'll look forward to speaking to you on there soon.